Duane Nickull from Adobe Systems, duanesworldtv.org. So the biggest impediments to sharing of data for geospatial data seems to be arising from the lack of the formal ontology work or alignment of the data models at a higher level. So the concepts in the data models and information models amongst disparate standards bodies are actually quite different, which is hindering the ability to share the data. If you look at a concept of geospatial data and look at it quite differently than somebody else's standard, that doesn't really enable you to work with it in your environment. The standards bodies themselves, I think, really need to do a lot to get together and hammer out some of these details and do some serious ontological research and maybe some semantic research and agree on some core principles. The next thing that I see as a big hindrance to sharing of data is the actual lack of all geodata formats to be using the extensible markup language format or XML format, which makes the data a lot more portable. So there's still some proprietary data formats. And this hinders developers from working with specific data formats in different programming languages and paradigms. And the third point that I see as the biggest hindrance is probably the actual policy on data itself. So within the government, you'll see that we as taxpayers fund the government shares the data, but private industry operates differently, and crown corporations have different models for sharing data. So sharing data always involves a declaration and an agreement to a policy on how you're going to use the data and what you might use it for, and in some cases there's a business model involved. So these three things are probably the top concerns that I see in the data sharing world. Thank you very much.